Welcome back, everybody, to Zelda Bomb Squad. I am your host, Crazy Juan, and this is the newest edition of Crazy Juan's Crazy Rants. Now, if this is your first rant that you're watching, allow me to tell you what to expect and what you need to know in order to get the full enjoyment out of this. I'm going to have a rant ready to go with many different bullet points that I have to address throughout the rant itself. I'm going to do it calmly and then not so calmly. I'm going to do it calmly at first because I want to lure everybody into a false sense of maybe these aren't really that bad. Maybe he's just being an asshole. Once that's over, however, and I unleash the beast within me, I'll devour these pieces of proof and I will expose not only them, but the source from which they came, that they are actually very, very stupid. So everybody, that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy while I expose the wrong and show everyone how dumb they truly are. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Crazy Juan's Crazy Rants. Now, I've been thinking to myself for a while now, it's like, what the fuck am I going to rant about on Friday? Because last week was a bit of a sensitive one, but it's like, okay, the one before that was, oh boy, did I catch shit for that, so I loved it. So it's like, wait, what the hell else can I fucking rant about? Well, I thought, well, what am I passionate about? Obviously video games, but that's what the channel itself is for the majority of the purposes. But I'm also passionate about WWE, so I said, you know what? I will rant about that. So, this week's rant today, right now, is going to be about Monday Night Raw, which means that next Friday, I will have to do a rant on SmackDown Live. So, obviously I go through all the positive points in all the main points of the rant at first, nice and calmly. Obviously, this has to be approached differently for this subject because these aren't just main points, they're people, and it's the storylines they're involved with. So instead of going over the key points, I'm going to be going over the people I'm going to be talking about. So, excuse me. So starting it off, I'm going to be talking about Kevin Owens, who is a two-time Intercontinental Champion, an NXT Champion, and the current Universal Champion. Good for him. Then I'm going to be talking about Roman Reigns, who has been a three-time World Heavyweight Champion, a one-time Tag Team Champion, a one-time and current United States Champion, and was a Royal Rumble winner. Also has the record for having the most eliminations in a Royal Rumble match, as well as holding the record for the most eliminations in a Survivor Series traditional elimination tag team match. So that's about Roman. Now I'm going to be talking about the club. I'm going to be talking about the Cruiserweight division in its entirety, not just one or two people from it. No, the entire damn thing. Now I'm going to be talking about Chris Jericho, who was the first ever undisputed champion in history, is a five-time tag team championship holder with Edge, Big Show, Christian, The Rock, and Chris Benoit. Also, he's held the World Heavyweight title 3 times. He's been the Intercontinental Champion record 9 times. He's been an European Champion and a Hardcore Champion. Next, we have Seth Rollins, who is the first ever NXT Champion. He's been a Tag Team Champion. He's been the United States Champion. And he's held the World title twice. And is a former Money in the Bank winner. And not only all of that goodness, he's the only person in history to ever hold the World Heavyweight title as well as the United States Championship at the same time. I'm also going to be discussing Sami Zayn, whose only accomplishment is winning the NXT title. But it's more along what they're doing with him, which coincides with the person I'm going to be talking about afterwards, which is Mick Foley, who has held the world title 3 times, the tag team title an astounding 8 times, once with Austin, once with Chainsaw Charlie, twice with Kane, 3 times with The Rock, and once with Al Snow, and who was the first ever Hardcore Champion in company history. Good for him. Now I'm going to be talking about Cesaro, who is a former United States Champion, a one-time Tag Team Champion, and won the very first ever Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. Now I'm going to be talking about Sheamus, who's held the United States Championship twice, the World Heavyweight Championship 4 times, a King of the Ring winner, which means Jack Squat. He's also the Royal Rumble winner and has also won a Money in the Bank briefcase. Now I'm going to be talking about Braun Strowman, and then finally I'm going to be talking about the championship situation. So, now, get all that out of the way. Sounds all nice and good, doesn't it? Well, allow me to tell you where they done fucked up. So, Starting off with my man, Kevin Owens. God damn it, what the hell are they doing with him? They're not doing anything with him. They're using him in the wrong fucking way possible. Kevin Owens is fucking unique. Does he have the physique of John Cena? No. Does he have the physique of Triple H? No. Does he have the physique of the Great Khali? No, he does not. He is chunky. He has man boobs, but damn it, watching him in the ring, you wouldn't think so. You would have thought that that man can go all day because he can go all day. He does disgusting shit that is like, oh my god, how the hell did he do that? And he doesn't fit the mold of what a successful WWE superstar should look like. Yet he is on top because why? He deserves to fucking be there. The only problem is when he won the Intercontinental Championship, he was by himself. He won it on his own. The NXT title, he won it by himself on his own. How did he win the Universal Championship? Not on his own, that's for damn sure. He had to have Triple H come in, screw over Roman Reigns, then surprisingly screw over Seth Rollins, who literally just handed the title to Kevin Owens. Congratulations, he's the Universal Champion. Bravo, you deserve it. You don't deserve to win it the way you won it. You should have had a match much like your match with John Cena to become the champion. You need to have one-on-one, just who's better. I'm all for Kevin Owens holding the title because he fucking deserves it. But the fact is that he has to get it, not by hard work by himself, but by the help of other people. It's bullshit. And what makes it even more bullshit is he can't keep the title by himself. He has to have his lackey, Chris Jericho, get involved in all of his shit. And of course, you want to take my word for it, go back to this past Monday Night Raw, where the two of them seemingly broke up. Jericho wanted to leave, then got his ass kicked by Seth Rollins in the parking lot by getting pedigreed on top of a limo, but I'm getting beside the point. That left fucking Kevin Owens by himself in a match against Roman Reigns where, okay, if Roman Reigns wins, you gotta defend the Universal Championship and new pay-per-view, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck happened? He lost. So basically what you're saying is this man is good enough to win on his own when there's no titles at stake, but when it comes to championships, he can't fucking win by himself. Then he has to have other people come in and help him. It's fucking bullshit. You need to stop this comedic act with Chris Jericho, even though that in itself is good, but I'll get to that shortly. They need to let Kevin Owens go by himself. He can fucking do it. Let him go. Let him do what he does fucking best, and that is be Kevin Owens. He can bash anybody in the ring. He talks all kinds of shit to the fans, to the other wrestlers, to the fucking referee, to the announcers. He does it all. He's fucking golden. He is aces. Let him be that by himself. He will fucking thrive. Stop adding things to him. Let him be him in its entirety. He'll be a lot fucking better. So, moving on to that, I have to address this one. Roman fucking Reigns. Now, here's why. I used to like Roman Reigns. I used to be a very big advocate of Roman Reigns. Why? Here's why. Because whenever they have a faction on TV or some sort of fucking, you know, Diva Search, NXT 40 used to be tough enough shit like that, where contestants are trying to win a contract, I've always looked at one person and said, that person's going to be it because of reasons. Or when I look at a faction, it looks like they're on the verge of breaking up. I'm going to look at whoever is in that. I'm going to go, okay, that person's going to make it because reasons. And I'm usually not wrong. I said in the very first Diva Search, I said Christy Hemme's going to fucking get it. Who won? Christy Hemme. Yes, I did. Good for her. She was very pretty. Kind of talented, but very damn pretty and fiery too, but that's beside the point. So, then we have Roman Reigns. When the Shield was not even on the verge of breaking up yet, they're saying, well, it's going to happen sooner or later. I think it's funny how everyone was pegging the main guy to be Dean Ambrose. They said, he's going to be the it guy. He's going to be the one that makes it out of the Shield and is a fucking success. They didn't think Seth Rollins was going to amount to squat. Because during the end of their time, it was all about Roman Reigns being the stronghold of the Shield. It's all about Dean Ambrose being the lunatic fringe in the Shield. Then you have the high flyer who doesn't high fly. Or very rarely does he fucking do it. So it's like, okay, what are they going to do with Seth Rollins? Not going to do anything with him? Hell, they thought he was probably going to be gone. Boy, were they wrong on that one, but I'll get to that guy in a second. Roman Reigns, I used to like him. I said he's going to be it. And why? Because he's got the look and he's got a badass voice. He does. He looks like Vamp from Metal Gear Solid 2. Badass. And he's got the voice to go with it. Yes, he does. He's got an amazing voice. Good for you. Keep it up. Too bad your voice fucking sucks when it's on the microphone. Are you serious? No, you know what? Here's the thing. Why are they putting so much fucking emphasis on this guy? And here's the kicker. When he was a bad guy in the Shield, people booed him. Why? Because he was a dick. That's what he was supposed to be. Then all of a sudden the Shield turns good and they're loving him. Then the Shield breaks up because of Seth Rollins. The fans are loving him. They're loving Roman Reigns. Good for him. I was right. He's going to be the big thing now. Swell. It's obviously not going to be Dean Ambrose because they didn't do much with him. That huge feud between him and Seth Rollins, he lost it all. So it's like, yeah, well, it's obviously not going to be Dean Ambrose. So I'm like, it's going to be Roman Reigns. Now all of a sudden, you're like, well, we're going to make it obvious that you're going to win the Royal Rumble 7 or 8 months prior to the actual Royal Rumble event itself. I'm not kidding. That's how long everybody fucking knew that he was going to win the Royal Rumble. So as we're getting closer and closer, it's like, oh shit, here we go. He's going to be the one that's going to win it. Watch. And then all of a sudden, Daniel Bryan, everybody's favorite wrestler, was in the Royal Rumble and was legitimately eliminated, which pissed off the crowd. Okay? So now, nobody gives a shit. And the fact that so Daniel Bryan lost authentically because of somebody that we know who was going to win 6 months ago, that's fucking stupid. And what happened? They booed him for it. They booed him out of the fucking building. Not even The Rock could make the fans turn to cheer on fucking Roman Reigns. You want to take my word for it? Go back to the Royal Rumble, and while Roman Reigns is like, "Oh, I won," with a big smile on his face, you have The Rock holding his arm up and going like, why are they not cheering? Because of him. That's it. This is the guy they're not cheering. So do for Roman what they did with The Rock. Nobody likes him. They made him go away for a while, came back as a bad guy, got legitimate boos, and then all of a sudden, The Rock turns and everyone loves him. Everyone is enjoying him being on TV. Same thing can happen to Roman Reigns. Stop making him, I'm the guy. Stop making him do that and become a fucking bad guy. That's all you have to do. Stop this shit and stop making him look invincible, for fuck's sake. And Hell in a Cell, Rusev, good physical match. I will give him credit. He fucking deserved that one. He was good. But the fact that he can have all these fucking moves done to him and he can just no-sell it. I mean, how many F5s did he kick out of at WrestleMania, what was it, 32? I think, I don't know. How many F5s did he kick out of? Like, what, 3? 3 fucking, okay. So he can't beat the Brock Lesnar. 3 F5s beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, but it's not enough to beat Roman Reigns. That's bullshit. So, if that's not enough, then you have AJ Styles feuding against Roman Reigns. How does a 450 splash, a phenomenal forearm twice, how is that not good enough to beat Roman Reigns? How? But it only takes 1 spear to beat AJ Styles. It's bullshit. So, alright, so, you know, there's that shit all by itself. Stop it. And on top of that, they have him in the fucking accolade with a steel chain in his mouth. Being yanked up like that, he gets out of it, Superman punch, spear, bam. And speaking of Superman punch, it's a good move, don't get me wrong. But stop using it so much! Because it's not even cool to see anymore. Is the setup to it cool? Yeah. Boom up! And he just fucking hi-yah! And punched him right in the fucking puss. So it's like, okay, it's good. I like it. The Samoan drop is predictable because The Rock did it too, because they're Samoans. But it's like, okay, can you be original? His drive-by dropkick is fucking awesome. He doesn't do it enough, but he does it, and when he does, it's awesome as shit. The Superman punch, he does it like 5-6 times a match. And it's like, what happened to the glory days when a superstar had a signature move that set him up for the finisher and only did it once? You want to take my word for it? Let's fucking examine it, shall we? How many times do we see John Cena do a 5-knuckle shuffle, which, mind you, folks, is just a slang term for beating off? Love us, we're PG. Yeah, John Cena's a good guy, and his fucking move is about jerking it. But that's besides the point. It's fucking true. Excuse me. So, fucking, oh god. So, I mean, it sucks that they're making Reigns the guy. Stop. Can't fucking do it. Stop making him go through all this shit just to be the top guy. He got suspended. Fuck him. And here's the thing. One thing that I got off topic there for a second. I'm sorry. It just pissed me off so much about the signatures and shit. John Cena, see the masturbation thing that got me. So sorry about that, folks. It happens when you're pissed off. So, fucking, how many times did we see The Rock do his signature spine buster? How many times did we see Triple H do his fucking knee? How many times did we see Stone Cold do the Luthez press? How many fucking times did do we see Randy Orton do that thing where, you know, the Hangman DDT off the second rope and that thing where he just fucking drops him and their neck goes like that? How many times do we see those people use those types of signatures? Once! Only fucking once! Roman Reigns' match, Superman punch! Oh, look, you gotta begin. Oh, it's a Superman punch! Oh, he's gonna do a finisher, Superman punch! Okay, the only people that should be doing, the only person, excuse me, should be doing repetitive shit is Brock fucking Lesnar. Why? Because that's his shtick. Whatever Suplex City is, it's a dumb fucking concept, but they're making it good. I don't know why, but the fact is, suplex after suplex after suplex after suplex after suplex after suplex after suplex, it works for him. Superman punch after 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 Superman punch. It doesn't fucking work. Stop fucking doing it. And the biggest thing that pisses me off about Roman Reigns is the fact that he holds the United States Championship in a way that makes me butthurt. And here's why. Now, what I'm about to say goes against everything I believe in, because I feel that if you're a veteran who defended this country during a time of war, you should not be one of those veterans who says, hey everybody, I'm a veteran. Give me appreciation, give me respect, give me everything I want because I did this for you. I fucking hate those type of veterans. They piss me off. They're fucking arrogant and they're stupid. But this is the one time I'm going to do that just to prove a fucking point. The fact is that, and I got a problem with John Cena about this too, but I'll get to him in just a second. Roman Reigns is the current current United States champion. Good for him, right? No, wrong. How does he hold the title? Does he hold the title around his waist? No, he does not. He's never done that. Does he walk down to the ring with it draped over his shoulder like this? Does he do that? No. How the hell does Roman Reigns walk out to the fans, to the ring, with the United States Championship? Not like this, not like this, not like this, but instead like so. I take great offense to that. Knock it the fuck off. You are representing the United States as their champion. First wrong fucking person to do it, but show some fucking respect, right? I mean, I know it's scripted, but damn. Fucking show everybody what you have. Be proud of it, instead of just making it on the same side of your body as your asshole. So stop. It needs to be out here, up here, or around there, not facing that way, you fucking asshole. So there goes that. And the thing about John Cena that pissed me off about this, and I know he's a SmackDown guy, so I'm only going to address him, and I'm going to just leave it alone after that, is when he was starting the movie The Marine. This is when I started hating John Cena, because every time he even flat out said that in order to get in like the proper mindset of the movie The Marine, to do a good fucking job at it, which he didn't do. But how did he do that? How did he get in their mindset? Well, he went to Marine boot camp for one whole day. One whole day. So the fact that he was in a movie called The Marine, and he went to Marine boot camp for one fucking day, that gives him the right to go out there night after night after night to stand there and just go, I'm sorry, you didn't fucking earn the right to do that. Why don't you go fucking earn it? I earned it. My brothers earned it. My sister earned it. My brother-in-law earned it. So fucking do something to earn it. Don't fucking, no. I mean, granted, this isn't as bad as Stolen Valor, but it still pisses me off. Stop it. I'm getting off topic from John Cena because I can go more on that next week, which I will. So, moving on. We have Chris Jericho. Fucking amazing guy. He is. Because why? I mean, he was always entertaining as shit. When he was a good guy or when he was a bad guy, he was fucking entertaining. He always did it good. But then it wasn't until not that long ago, like maybe 4 years or so, whenever he started turning into a bad guy, he started wearing suits, walking around like this, and started using the biggest words in the fucking thesaurus and dictionary and everything in between. I mean, it was fucking good. He was good at it. He was arrogant about it. But see, that's how I like that you can differentiate him between being a good guy and a bad guy. If he was a bad guy, he was wearing a suit, walking down like this, having a swagger, and then saying the words. If he was a good guy, he's walking around going like this and everything like that and, rah, and doing all that nonsense. It's really fucking good. He has not been relevant lately, but, I mean, the whole feud with him and Dean Ambrose was stupid. The feud between him and AJ Styles was stupid. AJ Styles should have fucking won at WrestleMania, but I'll save that for next week. But he hasn't been that good. The fact that he got thrown on tax, it was like, okay, why? Like, did they really have to do that to Chris Jericho? No, they didn't. They just did it because they want to try and get Dean over as being nuts. So now all of a sudden, Chris Jericho is in the feud, you know, is supposed to be doing a best friend gimmick with Kevin Owens, which is, it was at first very annoying, but now it's gotten entertaining when it pertains to the list. And it's working because people are cheering him now. So I don't have much to say about Chris Jericho. They need to just let him be by himself, which is probably what's going to happen. Let him go back to being a good guy because, damn it, he needs to be. This whole list thing has gotten him over. Stop making him Kevin Owens' bitch because more or less that's what he is. And Chris Jericho has not had the career he has had to be treated like nothing more than a common jobber, or a bitch, or a lackey, or just a sidekick. No, stop that shit. Let him fucking go. He deserves to be by himself. So that's all I'm going to knock on Chris Jericho. So, the club, right? How do we look at the club? Well, they're not good. I mean, they are good, but WWE doesn't seem to think so. Because I remember online them saying, oh, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson were in all New Japan Pro Wrestling. Then there was rumors about them going over to TNA. AJ Styles was going back, but he was bringing those two with him. So that's creating controversy. They're going to do that. They're close to signing something, and then all of a sudden, they're all brought to the WWE. And how did they acknowledge AJ Styles' biggest fucking debut? How'd they do it? Lost the Royal Rumble. How else did they do it? Lost at WrestleMania. I'm not going on about it because he's not here, he's over there. So I'll wait until I go over there next week because now it's here and right is for now. So, about the fucking club. Luke Gallows, who did so good in the Straight Edge Society but was absolutely fucking awful when he was Festus. I'm not kidding. His fucking gimmick was that of a fucking redneck who was slow as shit, who would walk down to the ring looking like, and would start drooling. Then when he's in the match, as soon as the bell rings, he hulks the fuck out and just absolutely destroys people. But hey, match is over. Ding, ding, ding. He would just go from to... Stop. Use them right. Use the club right. Because what are they doing? They're doing nothing. Okay, are they the tag team champions right now? No. Should they be? Yes. They should. By now, at least once. What are they doing with them? They're sticking them in stupid fucking storylines. They're making them bullies. It's fucking dumb. Like, why? Why are you making them fucking doctors for, you know, what was it called? Testicularitis or balleritis or steel post dick thing, something. I don't know. It was fucking stupid, though. And in fact, they haven't won. It's just, they'll whoop someone's ass. They will. They're ruthless like that. But do they have gold? No. Will they ever get it? Probably not. And it's bullshit. And on top of that, while I'm on the subject, Raw needs to get more tag team titles, or get some more tag teams in there, or go back to 2 hours. Because if you have a 3-hour show, and your main teams consist of The New Day, The Club, Enzo and Kaz, The Golden Truth, and The Shining Stars. If those are the only, if I'm missing some, which I probably am, if that's it, then why? We all know Golden Truth isn't going anywhere. We all know the club's not going anywhere. Eventually the New Day is going to lose the titles when they break the record. It's going to fucking happen. And, you know, then you have Enzo and Kaz, who should be the top tag team. But guess what? They're not even utilizing them right, because they are having a feud between Enzo Amore and fucking Rusev. It's like, stop doing that and put them in a fucking tag team title match. Let them fucking win it. But no, are they going to do that? Not at all. So it's, okay, fine, whatever. Just stop with the fucking, let the club fucking win. And then you have the Cruiserweight division. Are they good? No, they're not. Were they good in the fucking Cruiserweight, you know, tournament that they did on the fucking network? Yes! That was phenomenal. They pulled out sick shit. Do they do sick shit on pay-per-views? Yes, they do. Do they do sick shit on Raw? No, they don't. Like, you'll see, like, maybe 2 flips, or a fucking Hurricane Rana, or a cartwheel, or something, and that's about it. Then it's like, okay, you got TJ Perkins, who's all like, oh, I'm playing the stereotypical, oh, I'm this little person from a backwater town of no popularity, and I had to work, I sacrificed so much, I'm a good guy, and I do what I can, and what you fucking do. Did it work? No, he's a fucking loser. You don't want to take my word for it? Go back to when he lost the title to not any Brian Kendrick, but the Brian Kendrick, when all of a sudden he fucking faked an injury of some sort, and you see TJ Perkins over in the fucking corner, like, oh my god. What happened? I sure hope he's okay. I really fucking hope he's not fucking with me to get me to lose this match. What happened? He goes to investigate, and guess what happened? His fucking worst nightmare. And all of a sudden, just bam, uses it against him. The Brian Kendrick is fucking weird. I like the guy, but he just lost the title to some other person I don't even fucking know. Stop it. go back to 2 hours, because if you don't, if you're going to stay at 3 hours, the Cruiserweight division is going to suck, much like it has been. So I'm moving on after that shit. Now, you have Seth Rollins, who at one point was the most hated guy in all of WWE. Now, he is cheered, he is renowned, he's doing things that he never did before. Because you don't want a bad guy who can do flips and jumps and shit like that, because you have to cheer that. And you want to know why? You want a fucking piece of proof on that? I'll give you proof. The simple fact that whenever Roman Reigns does his little fucking run against the rope and just fucking jump and do that Samoan thing that Samoans do, the fans may cheer, but they'll still chant, "You still suck. You still suck. You still suck." So, obviously, Seth Rollins cannot be doing the flips and flips and flips and flips and flips and shit when he's a bad guy. But now he's a good guy, and he's starting to do them more. I think that is great. But he has the capability of being the Stone Cold to Triple H's Vince McMahon. He has the fucking tools to do that. It was not Roman Reigns. It is Seth Rollins. Why? Because you need somebody that was so damn close to the authority. You don't get closer than Seth Rollins. So it's like, okay, great. Put it on him. Make him fight the authority. It'll fucking work. And guess what? It will. So it's like, stop doing humorous things with him. He cannot do that. No offense to him. Seth Rollins can't be funny. He has to be witty, he has to be sarcastic, and he has to be smart. He's all three of those. But then he tries being funny, like when he called Chris Jericho Sparkle Crotch. It's like, what? And stop with that fucking laugh. Ha, 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 ha. I'm very ashamed of myself for doing that, but that's just, ugh. So obviously we all know that this is going towards a feud between him and Triple H at WrestleMania, or possibly the Royal Rumble. I don't know which one, but it's going to fucking happen. And that will fucking take him to the fucking moon. And he deserves it because he's really, really fucking good. Like I said before, prior, he was the one in the Shield that wasn't supposed to make it. And now all of a sudden he's made the most impact, not Roman Reigns. So that's I mean, I can't bitch about him like that much. It's just stop the comedic shit and stop with the laughing and just let him do what he's doing, because he's going to fucking kill it like he is. Good for him. Like I said, that's all I'm going to say about Seth Rollins, because he's doing a good job. Good for you, Seth. Keep it up. Now, I need to talk about Sami Zayn. And why? Because he's not being utilized. And why the fuck not? Reasons. I don't know. It's stupid. I mean, for fuck's sake, you want to see how much they're not using him and how much it's bullshit? Look at the feud between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Okay? Look at that. Okay? Kevin Owens won. Sami Zayn won. Sami Zayn won. Kevin Owens won. Kevin Owens won. Big pay-per-view battleground. The last match of the feud. Who wins? Sami Zayn. Now you go from that moment, that feud-ending moment, where Sami Zayn was victorious and Kevin Owens lost. You fast forward to right now. How in fuck's name is the loser of that match now the Universal Champion, which is supposed to be the equivalency of the world title? I'll get to that. And what's Sami Zayn doing? Nothing. He got an Intercontinental title match against The Miz and lost. Now it's like, okay, we're going to put him in a match against Braun Strowman, who I will talk about later as well. It's like, okay, and he's just going to keep getting devoured and fucking devoured and fucking devoured. So, which is now, and this past Monday, he fucking exploded on Mick Foley, and that was very good to see. We need to see more of that fiery shit from Sami Zayn, which is a good fucking segue to go into who I want to talk about next is Mick Foley. Don't get me wrong. I respect the hell out of him. That man is unique. He had 4 different fucking characters, and he did all of them phenomenally. Mankind, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mick Foley. So it worked. He fucking killed it. He did all of it, and he's out of his mind. He did some sick shit, took the most insane bumps. Needless to say, being thrown off Hell in a Cell, good for you. Going through the top of it, not once but twice. And once you went through the fucking ring, good for you. And now he's the general manager of Raw. He should not be on TV as much as he is. It's fucking dumb. And here's the thing. Mick Foley has what it takes to make you love him or make you hate him. He hasn't. He doesn't do a whole lot to make people hate him because he's Mick Foley. Look at everything he's fucking done for the business. But it's just, okay, yeah, he does 2 things now, and one of them needs to not fucking happen anymore, and that is his heartfelt fucking promos. Back when CM Punk was still having his 400 and some odd day reign as WWE Champion, Mick Foley did the very first, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but he delivered the very first heartfelt fucking promo where you're just like, oh my god. Holy shit was that, whoa. Whoa! Wow! Oh, fuck! No, mind blown. I mean, it was that fucking good. But now, he does it all the time. And now he's expected of it. And a fucking Hell in a Cell between Sasha Banks and Charlotte. This fucking, who I'll talk about later, it's all of a sudden like, oh, you want this match? Yeah. You want this match? Yeah. Well, you can't, you shouldn't be so judgmental because that's gonna scar you. It's gonna end your career. It's gonna give you nightmares many years after it's over. You don't know what to do. You're not gonna want to handle it. It's gonna affect you for the rest of your life. You girls need to know that what you're getting into is not gonna end well for either one of you. You guys need to know that because it fucked my life up so much. Stop doing that. And now, he did it again to Sami Zayn about fucking sacrificing himself to Braun Strowman. Sami Zayn, look, I know, and spits his teeth out. He goes, now I know you want to make a difference. You want to go against Braun Strowman. But Braun Strowman, he's not a guy you can mess with. He's not a guy that you can beat. Here's a punishment. You're supposed to lose, not keep coming back for more. If you're going to do it, he's going to eat you alive, and you're never going to be the same ever again, and don't make me do it. Blah. Stop with that. Stop. You're becoming just as annoying as The Rock. And here's how I'm going to say this, and I'm going to have to take a quick second because I'm getting to the point where it's going to cut off the video. Because it's going a lot longer than I thought it would, folks. I'm sorry, but I'm getting a lot out there. Then they have The Rock, who's so fucking annoying. He's not The Rock anymore. Fucking stop calling him that. You want to know why? Because he could just pull a fucking promo right out of his ass, and it would be gold. Now, he has to try. And you could literally tell he has to try to be funny and try to be whimsical, and it just doesn't work. All he does is, okay, he's got the power to say swears. Alright, that's fine. He's got the power to go off script and talk to fan members. Okay, that's fine. And he has the fucking gift of to do whatever and say whatever to whoever, whatever. It's bullshit. It's fucking... No. I mean, Royal Rumble, or not Royal Rumble, WrestleMania comes out with a fucking flamethrower, lights his name on fire, goes in the ring, stands there, walks around feeling goosebumps and doing this and doing like that, and raising the eyebrow for 5 fucking minutes before the Wyatts came out there. Now all of a sudden, he beats Eric Rowan, and I'm like, oh, ding ding ding, rock bottom, done, ding ding ding. So, holy shit. And then John Cena helped him. The Rock is not good anymore. Let him be in Hollywood. Stop bringing him back to Raw because... And the fact that he was the one that beat CM Punk's record is bullshit. A part-timer should not be a world heavyweight champion. He just should not. He shouldn't have been it. Brock Lesnar should never have been it. If you're going to be the world champion, you need to fucking be there. It's bullshit. It sucks. So on that point, I'm going to pause this, and then when I get back to it, I'm going to go over Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and the titles. So we will continue this in... And we're back. So, next on the agenda is Cesaro. Why are they not doing anything with him? Is he good on the mic? He's good. He could be better. And how are you going to make him better? You give him more talk time. Let him fucking work on it, and they're not doing it, and it's fucking annoying. A man his size should not be able to do the shit that he does. A man his size should not be able to do the 619, and he does. He has this freakish fucking strength. I mean, he could superplex somebody when they're not even on the fucking turnbuckle. It's crazy. He does. I mean, he's got the swing. He has swung the Great Khali probably for like 30 fucking seconds. His longest, if I'm not mistaken, was well over 2 minutes, I think, at one point. I don't. Maybe that was in a different promotion or anything, but that's beside the point. The man is good. The man is great. The man is fucking unique. And you won't want to take my word for it, go watch the John Cena's United States Championship Open between him and Cesaro. Match of the year candidate at best. So it's like, fuck, why? No, he's got all the tools to do it. Stop fucking wasting it and let him do it. Yeah, he's gotten hurt a few times, but goddamn it, he has persevered through shitty fucking gimmicks. He was the king of swing. They stopped doing that. Thank you, Paul Heyman. And then he was the fucking yodeler after being the rugby guy first. Rugby didn't work. Yodeling didn't work. Fucking king of swing didn't work. Paul Heyman, you did it. You fixed him. You changed him. Then he was with Tyson Kidd for a while and came out wearing headphones that were plugged into nothing for some stupid reason with a towel on his head like he was Kane when he first unmasked. And now all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? Why are you coming out with headphones with nothing playing? Why are they making you do this? Change his fucking music, for God's sakes. I don't want, there's a siren. And the simple fact that, and another thing, it just fucking gets me. I'm going to go back to that in a second. I just had to, this popped in there. Am I the only one that noticed that the Cesaro section is just an abbreviated version would just be C-section, which is fucking disgusting? Am I the only one that sees that shit? Or has anyone else caught it and just been like, did WWE seriously not catch that? Or did they just not give a fuck? Okay, yeah, Cesaro is fucking, he's pandering to his C-section crowd. Yes! Gross! So, it's like, utilize him properly. And they're not. Like, they're trying to use him good. Give him a fucking title. Put the United States Championship back on him. Okay? Do it. Roman Reigns, fuck you. So, and on top of that, then you have Sheamus, who, in all right, should not be in the main event picture ever. Why? Because when it was him versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship, the crowd would leave halfway through the fucking match. Or halfway through a segment, they'd fucking leave. Why? Because Roman Reigns has no business being in the main event spotlight yet. Sheamus no longer has the necessities to be in it. When he was in it the first time as a bad guy, it worked. When he was in it as a good guy, it worked. Now, it's not working. The Sheamus you are now should not be in the main event picture. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. He's already been in the mid-card one a few times, but now that he's in it with Cesaro, and they all did the whole, oh, we're the odd couple, I hate him, he hates me, we don't like each other, but man, can we win. And it's like, okay, good, now they're starting to come around to it, and then they break up, and all of a sudden they have this huge-ass bar fight, and now they're on the same page again. It's like, you fucking let these guys win. Sheamus is winning over the crowd because of Cesaro. Or maybe he's not. Maybe they're going to keep doing the shtick of, boo, yeah, boo, yeah, and things like that. And, he still has his fucking disgusting looking beard with his beads, his mohawk, and Cesaro's tearaway suit. And James Bond entrance, which is just glorious. So, stop doing that. Now, I have to talk about Braun Strowman. We're almost done, people. Braun fucking Strowman is a flash in the pan. And they're doing for him what they've done for everybody. There's one thing that they do with Braun Strowman that they didn't do with anybody else. They made him humorous in a way. Because let's not forget about what he did when he approached Chris Jericho by a scarf. He goes, I want your scarf. And he takes it, fucking tears it to shreds, and goes, I hate scarves, and walks away. Then when he gave the list of Jericho back to Jericho, he goes, Sami Zayn's not on this list, and just throw it, and just kind of, And then somebody, I forget who it was, but somebody tried getting in his face, and he just goes, do I know you? I mean, it was funny. It really is funny. I mean, we all know that fucking Vince McMahon has a boner for Braun Strowman, and even wanted to have him fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania, which would have sucked, because he was not ready for that type of a push. But what they're doing with him now, I like, except for the fact that he's being a flash in the pan like everyone else. So you don't want to take my word for it? Let's look at the other one, shall we? Dolph Ziggler. Beat people with a sleeper. Drew McIntyre, who, by Vince McMahon's own mouth when he made his debut match, said he's going to be a future world champion. Gone. Yep. Let's see another one. Chris Masters. Unbreakable Master Lock Challenge. Gone from the company. Damian Sandow. Gone from the company. Let's see. Who else was a flash in the pan? Ryback. Flash in the pan. Now gone from the company. Are we seeing a fucking pattern here? Are we? Yes. Alberto Del Rio was unstoppable when he first showed up. He's now gone. It's like, we're seeing this. It's happening. Bam. Just fucking, stop making him worthless. I'm glad they stopped giving him jobbers. And now they're actually feeding him Sami Zayn. Maybe this means he's going to get fucking pushed to the moon. Or not to the moon, but he deserves a better push than what he fucking has. He has earned a little bit. Give him a little bit so he can get better. I like him. I really like him. I want to like him more. Rusev, like you too. You're being misused, but I'm not going into that one because I have one thing left and this video's long enough as it is. So, my last point that I had to bring up is the championship situations on Raw. What do I mean by that? The Tag Team Championship, well, it's as popular as it should be. There should be more teams, but that's beside the point. It's good where it's at, especially with the New Day. Good job. Now, the other titles, the United States Championship, along with the Women's Championship and Universal Champion... Wait, no. Yes, the United States Champion is on Raw. Yes, that's true. Sorry, I got confused there for a second. That is where it should be in the mid-card. Yes. It needs to be there. That's where it's at. Keep it there. But it's really fucking sad when the World Heavyweight Championship or its equal, Universal Championship, is not the main focus of the show. Right now, and you can't argue with me on this fact, that the Women's Championship is the most prestigious title on Raw as of this recording. It's fucking true. Because over the past few months between Sasha and Charlotte, who has main evented more? The Women's Championship or the Universal Championship? Let's find out, shall we? The last time the Universal Championship was in the main event of a Raw was when they had to crown a new one the night Kevin Owens won it. After that, Charlotte and Sasha was the main event on Raw, where we saw Sasha become the Women's Champion. Then the pay-per-view happened, she lost, and the fucking Universal title wasn't even the main event either. It was Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton, which sucked. And then all of a sudden, okay, then they're doing this again, and then who's the main event of Hell in a Cell? Not the Universal Championship. Nope, the women. Then this past Monday on Raw, who was in the main event? The women. They deserve it. They're busting their asses. They're making a fucking revolution. It's all happening. What they said is coming true. But it's a simple fact that the Universal Championship needs to be the focal point, not the Women's Championship. And right now, that's exactly what the fuck is happening. They need to change that shit, and they need to change that shit now. They need to make people think that they are better than Sasha and Charlotte. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, they may be more charismatic. Charlotte becomes so much more attractive after her mouth opens once, and Sasha is just flat out sexy any day of the week. So it's just, okay, yeah, and they can fucking go. They do. It's scrumptious watching them do it. They're fucking phenomenal. But no, Kevin Owens should not have the title where he has it. Roman Reigns should be nowhere fucking near it. It should be Seth Rollins. It should be Kevin Owens. It should be Chris Jericho. And that's pretty much it for the time being. Everybody has their place. Roman should stay in the fucking mid-card, but something tells me this Sunday he's walking away. Or, no, it's not this Sunday, but Roman Reigns is getting a title shot sometime shortly. I have a feeling he's going to win because it's fucking stupid. And it's bull. Raw sucks. Take it back to 2 hours. And stop making the pay-per-views like 4 or 5 hours. It's getting ridiculous, especially with the brand splits. Now they have like 19 pay-per-views a year, and it's like, or not like 19, but like 16 or something. It's like, are you like? There's no break anymore. There's no pay-per-view break. It's here's Raw. 2 weeks later, here's SmackDown. 2 weeks later, here's Raw. 2 weeks later, here's SmackDown. 2 weeks later, here we both are. It's like, no, stop that. Go back to 2 hours, stop the 3-hour bullshit, and let people be where they're supposed to fucking be. So that's my gripe on Monday Night Raw. They need to stop doing what the fuck they're doing. They need to pick it the fuck up. Because as it stands, I almost like SmackDown more than I like Raw. And I don't like SmackDown. So much so that I barely fucking watch it. If I'm at work and I miss it, I will fast forward until either I see something about the women on the show, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, or Bray Wyatt. Those are the only people that make me, obviously Randy Orton, those are the only people that make me interested in watching SmackDown. But the whole James Ellsworth thing, excuse me, that's not happening right now. No, that's for next week. But that is why Raw sucks now. Stop what you're doing. It's not fucking working. Stephanie and Mick Foley, stop being on camera so fucking much. They're right now, the way they're making it look, Raw is centered around the general manager. It shouldn't be that way. It needs to be centered around the World Heavyweight Champion. The show should be, Kevin Owens needs to be in the middle of it. It needs to be around him, He needs to be in the spotlight. He needs to be the main focal point. But no, he's not. Why? Because Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley are fucking selfish and greedy and stupid. And Stephanie McMahon, fucking stop. When you try to make yourself badass now, it's fucking disgusting. It's like you're sad. It's almost funny to listen to you. Like back when you were the badass bitch GM on SmackDown way back in the day, you were great. You had the capability and the fucking power and star power and popularity to say anything, use your voice in a certain way. People would lose their minds. But now all of a sudden you're like, oh, Kevin Owens! And it's like, what? Why did you just do that? Like, are you okay? Are you trying to like get rid of some phlegm? What? Or it's like, Oh, my husband, the game, Triple H. Why do you do that? And she tries masculating her voice even more than she should. When she's doing it, it makes no sense. Mick Foley, get out of the spotlight. Stephanie McMahon, get out of the spotlight. Kevin Owens, be in the middle of the spotlight. Don't let Roman Reigns in the spotlight. Don't fucking do it because he fucking sucks. Alright, that's it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And for the love of God, please take this away from Roman. I'm begging you. WWE, take this away from Roman Reigns. Please give it to somebody who will treat it with the respect that it fucking earns. Who could that be? I don't know. Probably Braun Strowman eventually because, well, he'd probably be defending it every week just like John Cena did. So I wouldn't mind Braun Strowman holding up this, but obviously his name would be on it instead of mine. That's right. I'm a nerd. I don't give a fuck. But that's it. That's all I got for this fucking rant. Stop letting it be about Roman Reigns. Let him fucking lose. Let other people fucking win. And call it a goddamn day. Everyone else, get out of the spotlight. Stop doing your shit. Change your characters. And for the love of God, make the main title the Universal Championship. So that's it, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this rant. Came out of nowhere. But hey, now I can actually give you a preview for next week's rant is going to be all about SmackDown and what they're fucking it up there with. So, hopefully this word gets out to everything I just said. Hopefully a few people see it, and maybe they're like, hey, he kind of has a good point here about this. And no, he doesn't? Okay, fine. Fuck him. He's just going to... Nah, we're going to do what we want. Fuck him and his help. So, yeah, I'm not expecting next. WWE, they don't give a shit about the fans. They give a shit about what they want the fans to have. And the fans don't like it. So just fucking go away and stop that shit. So there you go. That was the rant. Monday Night Raw, you're good, you need to be better, and now you all know how you can be better. You guys suck, but you're not that bad. You can get better, you can get a lot better, and hopefully you will. So, on that note, I'm going to go, because I need to upload some Metal Gear Solid videos, for the other part of the channel. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go fucking die a lot in Metal Gear Solid. I'll see you guys next week, and obviously until then, you all stay classy out there, and I say to you, ta-ta for now.